Hi section. Thank you for joining me today for our topic lesson. Now for our topic lesson today, we are learning about health and self-care. Now last week you learned lots and lots about being healthy and healthy eating. What I'd like you to do first before we start our lesson is tell your helper 5 different foods that are really healthy for you. Pause the video now. Well done, what did you come up with? That's amazing, they're all very healthy foods, well done. Now I want to show you somebody, are you ready? Do you recognise who this person is? This is Mo Farah and he is going to be helping us with our lesson today. In our lesson today, I'm going to be reading you this special book called Ready, Steady, Mo, which talks about another way of keeping really healthy, and it's to do with moving your body. I wonder if you know what it is. That's right, it's exercise. So this week we're going to be looking at exercise and other ways of keeping healthy. Now Mo Farah is an athlete, so he has to stay very healthy and do lots and lots of exercise because he does very long runs. He's a long distance runner. Let's read the story. Ready, Steady, Mo by Kes Gray and Marta Kissy. Yo, I'm little Mo. Where do you live and where do you go? How do you get there? Does it feel fun? Here's what I'm thinking. Why don't you? What's he gonna do? Run! Run to the kitchen. Run to the sink. Run for a sandwich. Run for a drink. The children are running everywhere, aren't they? Can you think of a different way of getting to the kitchen or getting your sandwich or getting your drink? Pause the video now and tell your grown-up if you can think of a different way that you could move to get these things. What did you come up with? I thought about you could jump to the kitchen and jump to the sink. Or how about you could creep to the kitchen and creep to the sink? Run round the table, run round the chairs, run down the hallway and run up the stairs. I wonder how their legs are going to be feeling after they've run up the stairs. Pause the video now and tell your grown-up how you think their legs might be feeling after running up those stairs. Run in your slippers, run in your vest, run in your onesie, run and get dressed. Run round the garden, run round the park, run in the daylight and run in the dark. These children like to run in lots of different places. In the garden and in the park and in the dark. I'd like you to pause the video now and tell your helper where your favourite place is to run. Where do you like to run, reception? I like to run in the park because I like to see all the trees and I like seeing all of the dogs that are being walked as well. Run on the pavement, run in the grass, run in the playground, perhaps not in class. Can you pause the video and tell your grown-up why do you think we shouldn't be running around in class? That's right. If we run around in class, we might bump into someone and hurt ourselves. And we need to keep safe. Run with a football, run with a kite. Run to the left and run to the right. Now, I wonder which way left is and which way right is. Can you pause the video now and see if you and your helper can work out which way is left, which way is right? Run in a straight line. Run round some bends. Run with your family and run with your friends. Run in the country, run in the town. Run going up, run going down. Run with a cheetah and run with a snail. Run with a dolphin and run with a whale. But they're all running together. All doing their exercise together. Now, who would you like to go for a run with? Could be someone off this page. Maybe you'd like to go with a penguin or an elephant. Pause the video now and tell your helper who you would like to go for a run with. Now, I'd like to go for a run with the elephant, because if I started getting a little bit tired, the elephant could pick me up with her trunk and carry me all the way home. Run in a fun run, run in a race, pop on a spacesuit and run into space. I wonder what it would feel like to run in space. Run round the universe, run on the spot, run out of puff and do the Mobot. Can you do the Mobot now? The Mobot is the way that Mo Farah celebrates at the end of his run. Now, let's go back to this page here. It says here, run round the universe, run on the spot, till you run out of puff. Oh, what does that mean, run out of puff? Pause the video now and talk to your help about what that means to run out of puff. What does it mean? Well, run out of puff is another way of saying that you're out of breath. And I wonder why these children might be out of breath. That's right. Something that happens when we do exercise, something that happens to our body, is that we start to need to breathe a little bit quicker. And if you do lots of exercise, you can feel that you run out of puff or you run out of breath. Now, we're going to have a little go ourselves. And Mo Farah has filled our bag up with a few exciting things to help us with our next challenge. So this story was all about running in different ways and running in different places. So what we're going to do is use the things in our bag to run in different ways. And we're going to see what happens to our bodies. Shall we see what's in our bag? What have we got? What have we got? We've got a penguin. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and I would like you to run on the spot like a penguin. Can you do that now? That's great. You might have your arms by your sides and you want to run like a penguin. Fantastic. Let's see what else is in our bag. We've got a dinosaur. Do you know what sort of dinosaur this is, reception? I can hear you all shouting, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Well, we're going to run like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I want you to think about how your legs are going to be. Now, are they going to be moving quickly together like the penguin? Or are you going to do long strides with your legs? Pause the video now and I'd like you to run like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Fantastic. That's amazing. Put your hands up and go really long legs. I wonder how your legs are feeling now after running like a T-Rex. What else is in our bag? Oh, look. We've got an astronaut. Now, in the book, they talked about running in space. Now, if you run in space, you're not going to go as fast as you are on the Earth. Might be quite bounce. See, like that. I'd like you to pause the video and run as if you were on the moon in space. Pause the video now. That was amazing. You had to slow down a lot, didn't you? That's when you were running in space. And let's see what's the final one in our bag. What have we got here? We've got a tortoise. Now, can our tortoise run very, very fast? I don't think so. So they're going to go very, very slowly. Can you run very, very, very slowly like a tortoise? Pause the video now. Well done, reception. Now, some of our animals ran quite fast, didn't they? In different ways, but they both ran quite fast. And others of our runners ran quite slowly. Now, I'd like you to run again like either the T-Rex or the penguin, and run as fast as you can. And then we're going to come back together and talk about how our bodies feel. Off you go. Fantastic. Now, when I was running like the T-Rex, I noticed some things that happened to my body. Can you pause the video now and tell your grown-up what you noticed happened to your body? That's right. I ended up being out of breath and I could feel my heart racing. Can you feel your heart racing now? That's right. And when we stop, our heart starts to get back to normal and our breathing gets back to normal too. Sometimes if you've done lots of exercise, the next day you might feel a little bit sore in your legs or in your arms. And that means your muscles have been working really, really, really hard. Now, you've got one last challenge to do today for our learning. We've sent you some challenge cards to run in lots of different ways. So we'd like you to do those challenge cards and think about how your body feels when you're doing exercise. And if you want an extra challenge, we've sent you some blank cards so that you can add your own challenges in there too. We'd love to see what you get up to. Bye, reception.